know.
Adoration, Selassie, I pray. Adoration, Selassie, I pray.
I mean, Brother Tehuti, I would imagine, knows this. In 85, 86, this whole neighborhood, this park was filled with Rastafarians. This is where I used to come by my reefer. All right, I would sneak up through them bushes. You know, there's a lot of bushes around there. I would sneak up through them bushes and come right over here and probably sit on one of these benches right here and get my little reefer and sneak on out of here. You know, and later, you know, once I got familiar and I didn't have to come in the park no more. But suffice it to say, and then, you know, from, you know, with all of the different groups, I would come to Brother Rafu, Brother Tehuti. They'll tell you I'll go across the street to the Nation of Islam, draw information from them, back to my rosters. Malik Zulu Shabazz was the rage at Howard University, bringing Dr. Tony Martin, bringing Dr. Leonard Jeffries. I didn't know anything about these elders in terms especially of seeing them in person. Minister Farrakhan, if it wasn't for my attorney, Malik Zulu Shabazz, the worst thing that we can do is really forget the people who were the foundation of our information. Baba didn't know a damn thing. It wasn't Harlem. Harlem is the foundation of Baba TV, but not my information. Washington, D.C. is the foundation. So we want to be accurate. We don't want to rob anyone, but however, we do want to be accurate. Because we know exaggeration is nothing more than a lie. Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan taught me if you exaggerating, that's a lie. Exaggeration is nothing more than a lie. So I've always tried my best to give credit where credit is due. What any little bit of information that Lil Baba got, you know, it got from paying attention to the greats here at Washington, D.C. through the works of attorney Malik Zulu Shabazz and the Unity Nation, as it was called at that time, up at Howard University, and having the privilege of being with Brother Tehuti and Brother Rafu in the House of Kemet, being with my rosters, just that whole experience in Washington, D.C. made Baba TV what it is. And damn it, I got every last one of those elements on Baba TV today.
Yeah, Baba, you know, just seeing you, I mean, I knew you as a young man. You come up on Georgia Avenue to the store. You were very quiet, you know, but a determined brother. And to see where how you have grown, you know, what direction that you've gone into, and even the name that you've adopted, which also reflects part of a lot of what you are and what you're doing. I mean, I like the theme, Baba Everytimefire, because in that, I mean, those words are deep. You know, in our old culture, back on the African continent, especially the East African Nile River Valley cultures, oftentimes, you know, people had more than just one name, was known by more than just one name. But when you became a man and adopted a name to determine what you're going to be in life, I see that you've adopted a name and a theme in terms of what you are being in life now, in terms of bringing the message and information to the people. And you don't cut no cards now. You're not playing games. You bring it straight out and as truthful as you can. Like I say, you're not going to lie about anything, you know, like in terms of pushing this culture forward. and like not as one of your adopted big brothers. As I look at you as an adopted older brother, I'm proud of how you've picked this baton up and carried things forward. And you're right again, in the culture that a lot that developed during that time period was a beautiful thing to see. It's a beautiful thing to see and be a part of. And as I think about the next uprising, of the African mind out of our youth, which will probably take place sometime during the next decade. There will be another uprising of ideas. There'll be another uprising of cultural development, whereas those yet unborn will come into the universe and have a cultural base and will create an extension of the culture from their own perspectives. And that's the beautiful thing about us as people. We never die as a people. Like I said, we the original man. We were here first. All of the universe, all of the world's scientists, academicians, researchers, anthropologists, whatever the list of titles they have, whatever the number of letters they have behind their names, indicating what they, some degree of what their skill is supposed to be in terms of the knowledge they've acquired. All of them agree that humankind came into existence in Africa. The African is the first man. Now there are debates about what happened in terms of the mutations or the changes and how humans changed from the original African man to what we have today. We're not going to talk about that, but just understand that we're the original man. We are the divine's first example of humanity on this planet. As such, we've had a long journey longer than anybody else's. And during that journey, we've gone through cycles ourselves. We can see our own cycles up and down, but we always rebound and come back with something moving ourselves forward. The whole idea is to push ourselves forward. Like if I could borrow a line from the brothers' CD that I heard very recently. What's the brother Selah?
Messenger Selah.
Messenger Selah. He has a song called Broken Heart, and during the song itself, the chorus line, we're gonna keep pushing forward. Don't let the broken heart, stop you. Don't let it, get you, make you come still. Now, whether that broken heart is from a love relationships between a man and woman, whether that broken heart is because something that you really wanted to do or achieve couldn't be done, whether that broken heart is because somebody you really respected and liked being around passed away. The broken heart is a temporary circumstance. It's only a temporary state of mind. But understand, it's the natural part of living in the universe. But the idea is to learn from the experience. Go forward. Always go forward. Never let it be the reason that you stop. Don't stagnate yourself because something negative happened in the universe. Understand that the universe itself is composed of creative and destructive energies, or positive and negative energies. That's what makes this thing work. The tensions between those two opposite poles. So when you experience something on the negative side, it's a learning opportunity. Stop, learn about it, pick up and go forward with it. Shout out to Messenger Selah. It's a beautiful song. And a shout out again to Brother Von Benjamin, again for the work he did during his lifetime when he decided to become an artist and to express his art through music and to express it through real roots reggae. Simplified it, not without all of the. I like the first one of the earlier CDs that didn't have the Echoplex, didn't have all of the computerized additions to smooth the music out. His music was raw, rough, and ready, and it was pure reggae. But as good as the music were the lyrics in the music, because the lyrics were lyrics that teach us something. Praise Jah.